Morning and welcome to a new leg of 101 park-ups, and today we're in Calera, which is on the Valencian coast, and we're into November, and most of you will know that obviously the UK is going into lockdown soon, or may already be in lockdown when we release this video, and Spain is effectively in lockdown, but it's localised, so each municipality has a different lockdown or slightly different rules. So as well as covering off the park-ups and 101 park-ups, I'll add a little bit of information about lockdown. But so far in Valencia we've had no issues, we've not been stopped. Life is pretty much the new norm, masks and so on, but no real restrictions. We're allowed to move around, we're allowed to go shopping, we're allowed to stay in our vans. There's about 15 vans on this park-up. It's a lovely park-up. Been here quite a few times before. It was closed off when we came here in June, July, and the sand had been dredged over the entrance, so there was nowhere to park, but that's all been cleared. It was originally one of our favourite park-ups. It's a glorious beach. It's very peaceful, even with the amount of vehicles here. Everybody here is very friendly, so I'd recommend it. I'll put the location up in 3 words and show you where it is on the map as well. So it's definitely one to stay at, not just for a night, but probably a few nights or even a week or two. No problem staying here for a longer period of time as long as you can get in. It's often quite busy, but look at the view, it's absolutely stunning. I think it's around 25 degrees today, which is nice. The sea's a little bit chilly, but might try and brave a swim later, so see what you think of the park-up. But I would recommend that you stop off here and enjoy the views.
Alright, can we go one way? When we were at Calera.
So more technology kind of thing?
It probably is actually. It's a double-walled stove. And
I just made a fire and I'm boiling some potatoes in it. And the fire's actually burnt all the paint off of the can. So, what do you think? Reckon it'll succeed?
We'll find out in a bit.
Yep. Bye.
So morning, it's our second day at Calera, and the weather's not so good today, a bit cold, windy, but not particularly chilly I suppose in the grand scheme of things. Just easy to moan about the weather when you're expecting it to be hot. But there's a storm on the way today, and due to elongated editing of videos yesterday, we've caned our electrics, which is one of the banes for us in van life, as we run out of electricity relatively quickly when we're editing and using the laptop, which uses up a lot of power. So we'll cover that off in another video and go into our electrics in more detail. So unfortunately we're going to leave here earlier than expected and head off to a cheap campsite so we can plug in and get some electric. We could also get electric by driving, but we'd have to drive quite a long way, and there's no real point in that because we're travelling slow. So we're heading down to Charco, which is still in the Valencia region, so we don't have to leave any borders. It's probably about 100 clicks away, or about an hour and a half if we take it slow, so we'll stop somewhere on the way, spend one day at a campsite, charge back up, get some more editing done. So we'll be leaving Calera in a bit and on to our next destination for temporary stop, and then on to Charco, which is one of our favourite beaches as well. So we'll see you on the road, see what the weather's like as we drive. Stay safe and see you in a bit.
bye, John and Mandy.
Doing the rubbish.
Both the cats want to steal your seat.
I love my seat for some reason, don't you, cats? It's the most comfy seat, apparently. There we go, my Calera for a bit. windy on the beach. So we're in Calera at the campsite still, and it's storms for 3 or 4 days. As you can see from the weather, it's very, very windy and pretty chilly. You can expect these storms every now and again in the winter months in Spain. Just one of those things. Overall the weather is hot, it's certainly warm most days, but once a month or so these storms come in and you get a lot of wind. We've had a lot of rain overnight and it's a bit chilly, so we've stayed on a campsite for a couple of days. Got a lot of work done, a lot of editing, and I just thought I'd show you what the beach was like. Excuse the camera wobble and all the wind, can't be helped. So we'll be back on the road shortly, and the storm is expected to last another couple of days. Morning. So we're at the campsite in Calera and we're just leaving after a couple of days here to avoid the storm. Weather's still not brilliant. The storm seems to have passed, so we're going to carry on heading south. I'm just going up to reception to pay for our stay here. Going to get up and clean our storm-covered, fly-splattered windows so that you might get a clearer shot while we're driving with the camera later. Good idea. Daily jobs while you're travelling with the van. While there's lots of flies about. Getting our water, we've got a stretchy hose with standard ends, but we've got every adapter known to man, as there's all kinds of different sizes in the European Union, whereas this tap's got a clippy on, so it's pretty easy. There we go. So we shouldn't need too much water because we filled up a few days ago, but it's surprising how much water we use, mainly down to Bogey, isn't it? I think he drinks about 20 litres a day. We need a tank just for him, but it's always worth filling up when it's available, even if you don't really need a full tank. You never know when you're going to need a full tank if you're on a nice beach or something. And looking at the weather today, it looks like the sun's trying to come out. It's exciting, can't wait. Always takes longer than you expect. They're all full up. And as we've got a stretchy tube, just give it a bit of a shake. Get all the excess out. Usually goes in with my feet. There we go, all full of water. Locked up, ready to go. So these are all the nozzles we've got for filling up, because the threads are all different in the EU. So we've got 4 different sizes and adapters. So there's a big one for France, and so on, all different threads, and we've got every adapter that you need. And in emergency, this one, you just stick the tap in here, screw it on, and it does the job. So we've got everything we need to get water. So in good news, the storm has passed and we sat it out on the campsite, and it's 22 degrees today, so it's quite pleasant, but the sun's struggling to come out. It's kind of very hazy at the moment, so I think we're forecast for today and tomorrow a bit hazy. It's quite humid, and then the sun's supposed to come back Sunday or something like that, so hopefully we'll get some solar in. This is just popped to Lidl to stock up on some essentials, and then we're off, not travelling very far today. I'm not sure if we're going anywhere too exciting. We'll give the beach a couple of days to dry out after the torrential rain. There was inches and inches of that the other night, so hopefully no more storms for a couple of weeks at least, or longer, or would it be even better. Travelling around this morning, we've been through a couple of towns. Everything is opened. We passed a couple of gendarmes on the motorway and on the roads in the towns, and it's all kind of business as normal here. All the bars are open, people sitting outside with masks on, but no restrictions really in the towns at the moment, so I'll keep you updated on that as we go.
Hi! We wrecked Lidl.
Yeah. What did you do to Lidl?
I burst a bag of cat litter all over the floor, and 2 seconds later Rosie dropped a jar of butter beans that smashed everywhere.
Oh dear.
Whoops! The lady was nice.
The weirdos have arrived.
Yes. I kept going, lo siento, lo siento.
So that's a big haul.
Less than 100 quid.
That's alright, isn't it?
Yes.
On budget.
I got gazpacho! The first
Yay!
lot we've had since arriving in Spain.
I like gazpacho.
Yes. And, yeah, good stuff. How's the veggies?
Excuse me, Mummy, have you got any wikis for me?
Yes, 2 big bags of wikis.
Oh, good, the 2 bags. One for me, one for Woggy, yeah? Oh, I like the wikis. I'm very happy about this. I'm real happy.
Hello, sweetie. Oh, don't fall out the van. Hello, baby.
Hello, Mrs. Patterson. I'm not having a good day today. I'm all shaking, Bobby.
It's alright. It's okay. Oh, you're not in, are you?
He's having a bad day today. But I do like biscuits still. Busy here. Lots of people out and about. I saw Guardia doing a pedestrian crossing for the college. All pretty much normal here, the new normal. Seems to be tangerine growing country, as Rosie's pointed out. There's thousands of tangerines everywhere. So one of the good things about Spain is the price of diesel. It's 98 cents here, so it's about 80p, 83p a litre. I like that. You can't see my big smiley face. That's pretty cool, that is. So it's another good thing about España. Bearing in mind, in France, in one of the motorway service stations, it was €1.67. So we're getting a discount card, so we'll come back here when we're at Charco. Low cost.
For walks here, don't we? Yes, Mum, you do. Find your dog brothers. Oh, yes. Ready? Unleash the hounds! Hey! Thank you. You have to be invited. Hello, so excited.
I know this beach.
I do it. Yes,
There's women here.
It's a walk witch.
Oh, I like it. Come on, let's come.
Thank you. Hello, Boogie. Hello. I'm excited too. In an old man kind of way.
Ready?
Ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take off!
Flop. Alright, Woggy. Oh, we'd like a bowl of water. Oh, we're at the beach. Oh, I like the beach. I think I'll go for a little paddle. This is it. Look at it. Gorgeous. We're so lucky we're at the beach.
Morph enjoying his walk.
It is. Oh, flies.
I know, they're horrible creatures. Morph! Bushy bum. I think Leo's coming out as well.
Can't go anywhere yet.
Oh, Leo's in trouble.
Wait for me. You're very talkative today, mister. That was near this in the mud.
So fabulous walks here in Spain. Just Juan and myself now. Went for a little poodle with Rosie earlier, and we're just walking along the top of the kind of ridge above the beach. You can see the tower behind us. Going to get the drone out there later and have a fly around. Maybe see if I can get some more of the sunset. Absolutely stunning sunsets here and beautiful stars at night. So it's a really recommended park up. So I'm going to get myself some relaxing time, just pootling around up on the hills here, just me and Juan. He's enjoying his sniffs. You're free. Morning. So we're in Benidorm today, not my favourite place, and we had a bit of a rude awakening last night. We were in bed watching a bit of the old Netflix, and we got a knock on the door from the local police, or the Guardia, and they said we had to move. No camping, no sleeping. Never been moved from there before. It's been a favourite park up for van lifers, and as well as lots of Spanish locals parking there. Follow me, I've got to go fill it up. Crazy dog.
Should get some peace now.
Yeah. So yeah, word of advice there, don't travel with disabled dogs. So yeah, so we got moved on in the night, not too late and before curfew had ended. Thought it was a bit unjustified really, particularly when there's a curfew on. Didn't offer any advice as to where we could go park up. So luckily our friend who was in the van next to us, he knew this little park up in Benidorm. So it's not very salubrious, it's just a bit of gravel waste ground in between a load of block of flats, about 5 minutes from the centre. So although I say it's not very nice, it's not the kind of park up that we personally would normally choose to go to. So yeah, having said that, it actually isn't too bad, in the sense that it's very peaceful, slept very well, no disturbances, and it's 5 minutes from the town centre of Benidorm, so for those of you who like to come into towns when COVID's not about, it would be a great little park up to park up at, go off for a takeaway or a little meal, or pop to the bar, or see the sights and sounds of Benidorm. But those of you who follow us know we don't really go for that kind of thing. We tend to stay out in remoter places, so normally we would avoid a park up like this, and also Benidorm like the plague, particularly during COVID. But we haven't seen anyone here, it's just us and the other van, so we're gonna, I think, do a long drive today and see how we get on getting into Andalusia, which has quite a strict lockdown on for locals. But we're hoping to get back to Black Sands, where our friend Jack is, and where we spent about 5 or 6 weeks in the summer. And if we can get over there, then we'll stay there quite a while, and just rest up and relax and avoid COVID and the restrictions. So we'll see you on the road.